Tuesday, I'm fading.
Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday's gone with the wind.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. More and more moviegoers are opting to buy movie tickets online. New numbers say online movie ticket purchases rose almost 20% last year, and in-theater buying of tickets slid by 6%. Online ticketing now accounts for about 1 in 4 of all tickets purchased. The lawyer representing the two Nigerian brothers at the heart of the Jussie Smollett scandal said yesterday that they had been taken advantage of by the star. Gloria Schmidt represents brothers Abel and Ola Osundero.
But how did they get caught up in this in the first place?
You know, I ask myself the same question, and I really look at the dynamic between loyalty and someone who was in a position of trust with my clients who really just took advantage of them.
They had worked with Jussie on Empire?
They've worked with Jussie, they've known him, they were friends with him. This was someone who the brothers thought could help their career. Obviously, Mr. Smollett has connections. He had a good position with Fox. So this was someone that they had trusted to, consider their best interests.
And they were paid to do this, correct?
They were paid for the training. They were training together, and so they were paid for that. But they were also asked to do this favor for him, unbeknownst to them, because obviously this turned out to be a big betrayal.
Yeah, we just showed the check. So they were paid $3,500, as I said, for personal training. You're not disputing that. So they were paid for the training,
correct?
Not paid to stage the attack.
It would be such an easy narrative to just say it that way, but it's unfortunately a very complicated relationship for them, because it's if you're friends and I'm saying, hey, I'm going to pay you for training, I'm also asking you to do me a favor.
And the favor was to stage the attack?
And the favor was to stage the attack.
It's time for Things I Learned from Seinfeld.
I've been reading this book on Leonardo da Vinci. See, that means from vintage, you know that?
Must be some book.
Yeah, well, it turns out that the master slept only 20 minutes every 3 hours. Now, that works out to 2.5 extra days that I'm awake per week, every week. Which means if I live to be 80, I will have lived the equivalent of 105 years.
Not to mention how much more you'll accomplish.
Oh, I got a lot of things in the hopper, but...
That's it for Things I've Learned from Seinfeld.
Donald Trump tweeted making daylight saving time permanent is okay with him. How can that idiot say something like that? Wait, hang on. Holy crap, I actually agree with something Trump said. Fox's Tucker Carlson is under fire for his racist, homophobic remarks. I'm guessing that Tuck is still trying to get even for spending most of high school stuffed into his own locker. Also, really, is anybody surprised that Tucker Carlson is a total douchebag? Captain Marvel is a huge winner at the box office. The Democrats have asked her to run for president in 2020. A woman climbed a barrier at a zoo in Phoenix in order to get a good selfie with a Jaguar. The big cat responded by scaring her half to death and leaving a deep gash on her arm. You know, the same kind of thing in-studio audience members experience with the cast of The View. In the NBA, I think this whole Russell Westbrook thing is just crazy. I don't know about you, but I had no idea there were any Utah Jazz fans. Scientists report finding a new type of killer whale. Apparently, this one doesn't really care for the water all that much. The Chicago Symphony Orchestra is on strike. It's not every day that you see people walking a picket line in a tuxedo. Authorities in Colorado had to rescue a moose that fell into a home's 5-foot window well. Moose are generally pretty nice creatures until they start drinking, of course. Time for Nobody Gives a A man in Michigan finally received a telegram that was sent to him in 1969. I'll never complain about a slow internet connection again. Hey, telegrams, whatever that is, nobody gives a The leader of the Iditarod dog sled race lost his lead after he angrily yelled at one of his dogs, and the entire dog team responded by refusing to run. Wow, who knew that sled dogs belong to such a powerful union? Hey, poor example of an alpha male. Nobody gives a And at an airport in Las Vegas, a customs officer accidentally shot himself. Here's a tip. No matter how hungry you get at lunchtime, never, ever use the butt of your gun to open a can of Pringles. Hey, TSA, nobody gives a Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live, starring Frank D'Angelo, Tuesdays and Thursdays for NSS Live.